So the Mark 4.5 Facelift Ford Focus ST edition has finally been announced. Officially kind of today, there's been a lot of news on the car. I'm filming this on the 10th of April 2024. And yeah, I'm going to go through the pictures, the images that they've kind of released now. This is like official on sort of like Ford's website, Ford of Europe Media Centre. They've sort of discussed about it. And I'm also checking this on sort of like Top Gear's kind of page. Yeah, and I'm going to go and explain about the car, what we know about it, and yeah, kind of everything from there. This super cool, limited, last, fast Ford, really. So yeah, let's get straight into this. And as you can see straight away from the pictures, I'm super interested to know people's thoughts. I'm a big fan of the Azura blue paint. That comes standard as part of the ST edition now. And, you know, if you want to kind of end this video short and you want to know what it's about, it's essentially a track pack with the Azura paint. That's mostly it, if I'm honest with you. It's also limited in numbers. Now, I've had a little check through to find out exactly how many numbers they're going to produce of this car, but I can't find anything concrete. However, when I check onto Auto Trader here, there's two cars which are mentioning up for sale, both for £42,850. And in the notes on this car, it says that it's limited to 150 units. The Focus ST will be limited to 150 units from launch. Now, that's super interesting as I go back to this picture, because the previous Mark IV Focus ST edition, which obviously had slightly different redesigns, was limited to 300. From what I've heard from just people talking to me, because I know a few people who work for Ford and things, and just getting information, there probably will be about 300 made of these, similar to the Mark IV, and they're going to do it in like 150 batches. So you're looking at one or maybe two per dealer, as mentioned kind of on that Auto Trader kind of page. So a limited run Ford. Very, well, basically exactly the same as the Mark IV Focus ST edition, except you get all the facelift features, the facelift interior, as well as I kind of shown here with the screen, only offered in a manual 6-speed gearbox, no auto transmission for the ST edition. The real change really, as part of the track pack, you get the upgraded brakes. That's something you didn't get on the Mark IV ST edition, just to not try to confuse you too much. This is essentially a Mark 4.5 ST edition track pack, limited run in blue paint. That's mostly it, if I'm completely honest with you. And it's something that I'm excited to hear, because, you know, it could well be the last fast Ford. It doesn't look like they're going to make an RS. Again, I love the design. I love the colour. It looks so good. It looks great on the Ford Puma ST. I've spent a lot of time driving this Mark 4.5 ST, sort of the track pack. And yeah, I hope to get the chance to get behind the wheel of this just to kind of see it. I've actually got a film planned this weekend in a Mark 4.5 Focus ST manual estate. I've previously driven the auto, but not the manual. Yeah, and really nice pictures here, as you can kind of see. And the car looks really striking. Big fan of blue. I think it's the authentic colour of fast Fords. Black wheels, which is part of the track pack. Larger brakes, huge stopping power. I've loved this car when driving it, and it's pretty special. And being limited run should hold its money slightly better than your normal Focus ST. You do have to pay a premium. This car starts from £42,500. It's a good £5 or so grand more than a normal Mark 5 Focus ST, but if you want a standard Focus ST with a track pack, you have to spec that, and that's £3,000 alone, and it's not going to be as limited run. But we're going to go through all the details anyway, just to see exactly what's kind of described here. And but yeah, I certainly wanted to show some of these pictures for you, and just to give you an initial idea. Let's just see just a few bits of what Top Gear kind of mentioned. They mentioned the adjustable suspension. That's just part of the track pack, so there's nothing new there. You can change it manually, you can adjust the rebound, you can adjust the height, and that's super cool. That's a real quirky kind of mode to kind of have in any car, particularly like a hot hatch. Power-wise, it remains exactly the same at 276 brake horsepower, 310 pounds-foot of torque, but it comes in Pirelli P0 Corsas. And that's something that wasn't on the original Mark IV Focus ST edition. Stay with me. This is the Mark 4.5 Focus ST edition. So you get a few little extra touches. Tyres make a huge difference to any car. I've spent today actually with Joe Achilles chatting tyres, and they're the biggest part that you can really kind of have for the car. And that's a lot. It's fully optioned, so it comes with absolutely everything. And that's the car, and it's been announced. Ford have kind of mentioned it on their Ford of Europe page. They say the most complete Ford performance developed Focus yet. with the introduction to the road, and track ready Focus ST edition available to order now in selected markets. So 10th of April you can order this car. Focus ST edition earns its Sports Technologies badge with advanced features including Ford Performance Tuned Adjustable Coilover system, which is the track pack, alloy wheels, which is the flow forming lightweight ones, which are part of the track pack, Brembo front brakes, again part of the track pack, and then the engine. That's pretty much it. But the unique kind of features is a unique Azura blue exterior with high gloss black details. The high gloss black details are again something part of the track pack, as well as motion blue interior lights and unmistakable exclusivity. I have had a really good look actually, as much as I can, to find how many they will produce exactly. I'm going to say it's going to be 300 total, so very limited. Bear in mind they only made 300 Focus RS Red editions, and there are hardly any of those back in the Mark III generation. But at the moment, from what I can see, is just that little information a bit from Auto Trader and from what I know in the kind of batches in which it goes through. I feel it could well be the last limited petrol powered fast Ford going. And, you know, it's got that 2.3 litre EcoBoost engine. It's front wheel drive. It's super fun. I love the track pack. I think it's a really special kind of car. Very firm, I'm not going to lie, on the road. You really do actually want to kind of take it on track. But it's got those kind of like special details which kind of lifts it up a little bit, and it's just good fun. You know, we need good fun cars these days, and this is certainly one of them. And, you know, hey, I don't know where what Ford's plans are. They're likely to go down kind of like the electric route or potentially the hybrid route, or even potentially ditch the Focus altogether. We really don't know. It is very much up in the air. But it's good to know that they're at least still pushing it, you know, 2024 to still see this. You know, I spoke about this earlier in the year that they were going to produce this car, and this is now the official kind of images and details of it. And here it is. And this is what you get to expect. And hopefully, I mean, I'll be really interested to see what this is actually like on the road, get kind of up close and personal with it myself, and to see what it's about. And I'm really interested to know if people will actually go for this car, because I appreciate the premium is quite high, despite obviously the exclusivity. It's a lot of money for a Ford Focus, but these are the times that we're in. And ultimately, if you want it, you want to experience it now in the latest and greatest, you know, you're going to be paying over £42,000. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. I really wanted to get this out and share this with you, just the initial kind of pictures that we have here. And just to give you like a little bit of an overview of what the car is like. If you check out my channel, I've driven the track pack plenty of times, which will give you an idea of what this car is like if you're interested in getting it. The big change is the paint and the exclusivity of the car in the first place. But yeah, there's a lot to kind of like and admire about it. Yes, in my ideal world, I'd love it to be £10,000 cheaper, but we're in this world where new car prices are quite high. I'm not too sure if you're going to get, you know, hey, let me know in the comments if you can try and get a deal down at Ford for one of these, simply because of the exclusive nature and the fact that each dealer kind of only has one or two. I mean, it sounds like you can only get 150 in this first initial wave of the car coming out. You might struggle, whereas a normal Focus ST track pack or normal Focus ST, I've heard people get quite substantial discounts off those cars. So you're going to be paying RRP, if not very close to it. So that could be a potential downside. I love the styling. I love the colour. I love the black accents, the gloss black accents. I love the way it drives. And I love the way it's just a Ford Focus. It does work like a Ford Focus. Yeah, set it up exactly as you like, and hey, take it on track as well. I have driven the Mark IV on track around Thruxton, and I really did enjoy it, but I did feel like it needed that track pack element to really get it going, which is what this has and what the normal track pack has. But yeah, very much a community channel. Let me know your thoughts on these kind of first initial images in the Mark 4.5 Facelift and ST edition. And yeah, like, share, subscribe. Plenty more content to come, but very much interested to know your thoughts on, yeah, potentially the last ever limited petrol fast Ford going. Yeah, end of an era perhaps.